live. Oh my god. Hi guys. Finally we're live. I've been trying to get live for like the past half an hour through technical difficulties. We all know how it goes. Everything like that. But yeah, I wanted to do a try out this watch along sort of format. Obviously, a lot of people do these things on YouTube, and I wanted to give it a go as well. So, sorry, let me just mute that. Yeah, it's gonna be strange. Hello, first comment. Hello, and yeah, it's gonna be unique. It's gonna be different. I'm sorry if I'm really boring as well, but obviously you guys are used to sort of seeing a lot of post-match reactions. But I just thought we'll see how we go in pre-season. I know the first 3 games of Spurs pre-season is on Spurs TV free. So if you aren't watching the game, go and do it. Hello, yeah, we're getting more comments than the last video I did. So yeah, I thought we'd give it a go. It's really cool to actually see people turn up. I did sort of have this almighty thought after I did my first live a couple of days ago, the day after the Euros final, which obviously was quite uh, you know quite down anyway. But I did realise, because I've got this week off, so I it's nice to have a bit of time off, etc. But I did it, and I was like, oh, only like 2 or 3 people came. I'm not boasting massive subscribing numbers or anything like that at all, but I thought it'd be more than 2 people. And then it hit me after I did the live that I did it in the week, like on a Monday morning. How many people would have been at work for that? So I don't feel as bad now. Obviously, Saturday afternoon, I'm hoping we'll see more people. We'll see how it goes. But if you're new to the channel, if you've not ever seen a video of anything I've done before, my name's Ben. As you can tell, I'm a Tottenham fan. And we are watching the preseason game against Leyton Orient. So, like I said, if you're new, this is it. Go and check out the channel if you haven't checked it out. I haven't been uploading as much recently. Not so I'm not. I'm just waiting for the season really to start going now. Just waiting for more concrete transfer stuff to start, kicking in, because Alistair Gold reported that Fabio Paratici's transfer methods is that he gets about 10 different targets, and then we sort of go from there. So we will see what happens with transfers, but I'm not going to report on every single potential name that gets reported, because I would have a million videos on my channel, and while that would be a good thing for content, it's just not something that I'm up for doing in terms of making content about potential rumors that probably aren't going to be true. Like, there was a rumor that Pjanic from Barcelona was going to join. I don't see that happening at all. Not only for the fact that, in my opinion, I think he's a good player. We don't need him right now. I would rather see us strengthen in about 7 different positions. But also, he wouldn't come to Spurs. 1, he wouldn't come to Spurs from Barca. 2, he wouldn't drop his wages. And 3, like I said, Spurs, it's not a signing that they would really go for, I don't think. So all these names that are going to get linked, I'm not going to do a video on everything. I'll only do a video when it's pretty much all but certain. Even, what was it? I'm going to butcher the name. Tomiyasu, who we are heavily linked with and probably will happen. We're not going to be hearing about much, to do with that till probably after the Olympics. So we will wait and see on transfers. I'll do videos when transfers are more concrete instead of just reporting on rumours and stuff. It's fair play to anyone who does, but it's just not for me. If we got any more in the chat or anything like that, if you are a new subscriber, old, new watcher, old watcher, whatever, come and say hi. We're having a chill Saturday afternoon. It's 3 o'clock, well, just after. I want to say as well, massive apologies for the technical difficulties. Tried getting online out before the match started, and my laptop needs an upgrade. It really does. Let me just let's clean this out a bit as well, because I don't know if it's affecting anything. Is that any better? No. I'm so sorry. But yeah. So yeah, we had a couple of technical difficulties getting on, but it's fine. We sorted it. I hope it's fine. Can you all hear me? Can anyone hear me? I'm sorry that this is probably what it's going to be like for the next hour and a half. Where am I watching it? I am. It's on Spurs TV. Go on to Spurs TV. They're broadcasting the first 3 preseason games live for free. So take advantage of that where you can. I think it's quite nice. And then I think the games after these 3, I believe, might be the Chelsea Arsenal Mine series. I think so. But yeah, like I said, it's free. No, I didn't have to sign up to anything, as far as I'm aware. But it's been a good game so far. I think it's your traditional preseason game. 20 minutes in now, 0-0. It's Spurs have looked, in terms of the fact that it's not the proper squad. You know, there's a lot of kids coming in. Dane Scarlett, one I cannot wait to see how he develops. In the future, he's started today. Deli started. You guys know how much of a fan of Deli I am. Niall John as well is another really good prospect that I'm so excited to see how he develops over the next couple of years as well. He's starting. Lucas, Bergwijn, Harry Winks as well. Be interesting to see if Harry Winks stays. On the YouTube channel. No, I don't know. It might be on the YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but I went on Tottenham website, the actual official club website. So it's kind of plastered all over the front, like the homepage. There'll be some link on the homepage that will take you to the game, hopefully. So hopefully that helps you. But yeah, it's been your traditional, first preseason game, a little bit rusty in places, but Spurs looked okay. But like I said, I'm not. No one can cast judgment on how Spurs their playing style is, even if this is the most boring 0-0 draw ever. You can't compare it because this isn't anywhere close to what our starting 11 will be. And now we've got our drinks break. Remember when drinks breaks weren't a thing? Now it's just like a compulsory thing. I'm gonna also take the opportunity to have a drinks break myself because I live in a flat that's 30 degrees at the minute, so it's pretty unbearable. But it's all good. So just pop that there. It's the bit where I spill my water all over my laptop live on YouTube, and it goes down in history as the worst live stream ever. But Nuno is really barking orders at these guys, which is quite good to see. Deli, I saw some reports today saying about that Deli was going to be a striker. Nuno was going to try and play him as a striker this season. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. But if it is, Deli knows how to score goals. When he was in his prime, he was fantastic. But a striker, I'm not sure. He's been playing quite high today, so we'll see how we go with that one. But yeah, Got some comments. Oh my god. Jose was unfairly sacked. I kind of I agree and disagree in both sides. I think the timing of the sacking was awful. Absolutely awful. Really, really bad timing. But I don't know. I think the writing was definitely on the wall for Jose. But if I was going to get rid of him, I would have waited to the end of the season. I wouldn't have done it the week before the cup final. I think that was such a bad decision. Oh, Dane, was that Dane Scarlett nearly in there? Yeah, unlucky. But yeah, I think I did one of the rare few apparently Spurs fans that actually liked Jose. I thought the football at times was not great to watch, but I definitely wouldn't have I wouldn't have sacked him when we did. But it is what it is. I'm not Daniel Levy at all. I must say as well, I'm also I think the stream that I'm watching is a little bit behind, so apologies on that one. But yeah, that was such a mad week. Do you remember it when Jose got sacked? When it was just like the Super League stuff was going on, and then Jose got sacked like the day after that all broke out, and it was just absolutely mental. It's interesting to see Delhi with a number 10 shirt. That's quite strange. Um, Lucas Gent, hi. Manuel Pellegrini. Bergwijn is poor too. I think Bergwijn gets a bad rap. I just think he needs a bit of confidence from goals. I think he did a lot of work that I felt got unnoticed last season, and I generally there was a period where Lucas was out of the team and Bergwijn was in the team, and felt like we played better with him in the team. I just felt the biggest issue for him last season was obviously not getting probably as many goals as he wanted. But I think somewhere there's a good player in there. I think it would probably benefit Spurs more to keep him. Maybe if he has a really bad season, maybe look at future things after this season coming up. But I think got hope for Bergwijn, that's for sure. Delhi's washed. We've spoke about this loads, haven't we? Delhi, I think we all know what talent he's got. Oh, are we in? We all know what talent they've got. It's just unlocking it a bit more. I thought last season was kind of a make or break season, and it really he just didn't get the opportunities to play much in the end. I think there was glimmers when he did, but obviously he's nowhere near the Delhi that we knew from a few years ago. So, but hopefully we'll see it. I'm a massive fan of Delhi, so I do hope that he'll be able to bring it back one day. He's been working on very hard, very hard in the off season while everyone's been at the Euros. He's been working very hard. I think he's gone out to Dubai or Abu Dhabi or somewhere with Kyle Walker Peters. So yeah, make of that what you will. I don't know. Is Nuno really an upgrade on Jose? I'm not sure, to be honest. We'll find out, won't we, in time. I do like Nuno. I liked Jose as well. Like I said, I felt like it's one of the few did, but I do like Nuno. I think he carries himself very well. Wolves, I felt he did a really good job with the first couple of seasons, and then I think last season was the injury with Neves. I was going to say Jimenez. I thought really stunted them, and I think that would stunt any team. You take you take a star player out of a team, it will have an effect. Now, does that mean that's an excuse to have a bad season? Not at all, because you'd like to think that your team can sort of try and carry on. But of course, if you take your star player out, it will have an impact. You take Kane out of Tottenham for a whole season, they're not going to do as well as they would have done with him in. You take Salah out of Liverpool for a season, they're going to not struggle, but they obviously every team needs their best players, and Jimenez is one of Wolves' best players, and taking him out really affected that team. I think they were just unfair, but they weren't lucky with injuries, and I feel like maybe that project just reached its end there with Wolves. So it'll be interesting to see how Wolves progress now, and it'll also be interesting to see how Nuno progresses as well. Spurs looking, I'm going to say positive, not brilliant, but positive. Leyton Orient keeper has made some good saves. But like I said, I'm not going to make any judgments on Tottenham after this match. It's a pre-season game. Got plenty more to come. With all due respect, you could argue that Wolves' squad is on par or slightly better than Spurs, and Nuno got fewer points. I think Wolves are a really good team. It's been like a really good project since they got promoted, and there was that period in that season where them and Sheffield United both sort of came up and had really strong seasons, which doesn't happen that often in the Premier League. Most of the time when teams get promoted, their first aim is survival. These guys are pushing for like Europa League spots. But I think it's an odd one. I think players like Adam or Traore, I think are really they're sort of really good players, but they just don't seem to see it that much. And I don't know if that's a Nuno problem or if it's a Traore problem, whatever. Connor Cody's another one who I think is really good. Spurs are going to get linked with loads of Wolves players as well at the minute. Neves is really good as well. But it is what it is. Kane out for the better. This team is focusing on top six this season. Realistically, I think the aim has to be it has to be top four. It's not what the aim should be. I think Spurs, with all that they claim to be, I think if they want to aim, it's a long problem that I've had with this club, that it's always been a club that aims to be more than what they've shown. And I've said this in numerous videos. They've built the stadium, they've got the training ground, but the investment in the squad, so to speak, over the time that Poch was there wasn't great, and that probably hindered Poch in the long run. But we need to see. I think we need to definitely see more investment. That's a given. But I think top six would be good for Spurs. I don't want to be saying that, of course I don't, but top six over the last couple of seasons will be good. Is that where I want us to be? Of course not. I want us to be going for top four. I want us to be back where we were under Poch, where we're getting regular top four finishes and things like that. But over the last couple of seasons, you take a top six finish, of course you would. That's just a realistic answer. But I think it'll be very interesting in terms of In terms of being realistic, I think title, let's be honest, it's going to be going with Man City um, or Liverpool. I believe it will just be Man City again. Um, how even if they don't get Kane, which I don't think they will, I don't know if they'll get Grealish. I think Grealish is more realistic for Man City. Do I think it will happen? I have no idea. It's a bit of a weird one with Man City, isn't it? They said that they don't have money to go spend on strikers, and they put 100 million bid for Kane. So who knows what will happen there? Will they go for Haaland? Who knows? But I think that Man City will be up there for sure, probably without a doubt. Liverpool, I think, will be a lot stronger this season. I think they won't have the season they had last time. I think they'll be sort of second, third, probably second. I think Man U are going to be really good this season as well. I think Jadon Sancho's a cracking signing for them. I think that uh, who else are they bringing in? Varane. Varane looks like it's going to be happening. I think that'll be a brilliant signing for United as well. So I think they'll be up around second, third as well. I don't think these guys are going to be challenging Man City. I think they'll push them a bit closer. I just don't think they'll be getting anywhere near it. Man City are like on another world in regards to, you think about the start that Man City had last season. Think about the start that they had. They lost 5-2 at home to Leicester. We beat them somehow, and there was such a bad start. Aguero's out injured. De Bruyne was out of form. They still pretty much walked away with the league, and it's kind of scary when you think about it at times. But yeah, it is what it is. Arsenal, I think will be better this season. I think they'll be around where we are. I think that 6th, 7th spot. I think they'll be around where we are. Leeds, if Leeds could strengthen this season, I think they'll be good. West Ham as well. They had a really good season. I don't think West Ham will have the season that they had last season, but I think they'll be in and around that Europa League spot as well still. It's sort of like a 6th, 7th. I don't think West Ham were really sort of like in the top 4 battle until 2-3 games prior to the end of the season. I think the top 4 will really run away this season. Leicester as well, another team. I think it's good for the Premier League in regards to everything. I think proves why it's the most competitive league in the world is because we had so many teams that were sort of going around that top 6, 7 spot last season. I think it's just it makes it better for the neutral. As a Spurs fan, it makes it stressful, and I wish it was more easier. But it's good to watch. It is. Spurs playing good. Oh, Dane Scarlett through. Is he offside? I don't know. And 1-0. 1-0 to Tottenham, and it's Dane Scarlett. Is it offside? It looked offside. I don't know. I think it is onside. Brilliant finish. Brilliant goal. Dane Scarlett, absolutely buzzing for him. I think he is going to be a star. I really do. I think he really impressed last season. I mean, it's bread and butter for him, really, isn't it? I think he's, he's going to be one to watch. Absolutely. I've really big hopes for Dane Scarlett and Alfie Devine as well. I think Spurs Academy is wonderful when you think about some of the players they've got coming through. Harvey White as well as another one. Jack Clark. I know we not come through the academy, but we bought him from Leeds, obviously very young. Jack Clark, I've heard he's staying this season as well. So, but yeah, 1-0 Tottenham. Good goal. Really good stuff. That'll do him hopefully a world of good in confidence going into the season as well. If you can have, especially Harry Kane's not going to be coming back for a little bit because of international duty. which is why the starting lineup so here and there today. But if Dane Scarlett can get a number of performances in, get a good few goals under his belt in pre-season, it'd be taking that into the normal season. I've heard Spurs are looking at trying to get a striker. Danny Ings has been mentioned as well. But if Dane Scarlett's hitting form, why not have him as the striker? And, I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It'll be a hindsight job. Sorry, I've missed so many comments. I'm so sorry. We were talking about the top six, and then just started waffling on for like the next half an hour. You found the link. Oh, good. I'm glad you found the game. Turn your camera. I would, but I'm probably going to get a copyright strike or something, so I'm not going to, I'm afraid. Who's playing better? I have a bet on Spurs to win. It's a pre-season game. There's no, like I said, it's here and there. I'd say Spurs have been better, but Leyton Orient have been all right as well. They drew against West Ham, I think, or they beat them in the week. I think they drew. They beat them. I can't remember at all. Can you imagine finishing behind the likes of West Ham, Leicester, and possibly Arsenal/Everton? This could happen unless there is investment. I absolutely agree with that. It's a problem, isn't it? This was why the Super League stuff happened, because Spurs didn't want. How Spurs got into it in the first place, I have no idea. But Spurs didn't want to get left behind in terms of the investment. They saw their rivals in a position where, if these teams that we're trying to challenge, we're trying to keep up with, if they get millions, hundreds of millions, and we don't, how are we going to keep up with them? And that's probably what made them do that absolutely god-awful decision. Now, I do agree that if they don't invest, they will get left behind as well, but there's certain ways to go around it, and doing that Super League is not one of them. But I do agree with you. I think you've got to keep up with them, haven't you? Chelsea do have a bottomless pit of cash. Yes, they do. Absolutely. And they have done for a long time. Chelsea will investigate. I mean, there's been reports over the Haaland bid, hasn't there, recently? I've heard people say they've bid and they haven't bid, but Chelsea want Haaland. Sure, they're not going to be the only guys. I think Dortmund will keep hold of Haaland for sure, though, this season. I think next season Haaland kind of gets the pick of where he'll go. So that'll be interesting. Jose should have been back to sign Bruno. Yeah, I think Spurs were looking at Bruno, weren't they, initially, and then they just didn't get it off the ground. But it's like the Grealish thing. Spurs could have signed Grealish a couple of seasons ago. What was it, for 40? They put in a bid for like 30 odd million, and they could have, and then Villa wanted 40 and Spurs wouldn't pay 40. How much do they regret that decision now? Can you imagine? Scarlett is a wonder kid, yeah. Yeah, Scarlett should be a backup. I think if he gets a bit more regular game time, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. Liked Vinicius, but Scarlett should be in the bench week in, week out, possibly start a bunch of games too. I agree with that. I think Vinicius kind of did his job. I liked Vinicius, but it just didn't work out in the end. He scored a number of goals in the Europa and the Cup games, but it just didn't work out, and that's that. But it is what it is. Leyton Orient defences, they're doing quite well, aren't they? I think. Like I said, you can't afford to really take anything seriously in regards to pre-season, really. It's pre-season for a reason. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but it sounded pretty good. So, but yeah, it's going good so far. I said this, and now Leyton Orient literally nearly scored. That would have been the icing on the cake, wouldn't it? It's going well so far. Leyton Orient scored. Look at it, didn't. A bit close from It's like Carter Vickers. He's another one that I think probably is coming to an end at his time at Spurs. He's just been around and then getting loaned out so many times. I just think it's maybe time to move him on. It's a shame because I did like Carter because I really thought at some point he was going to just get into the first team a bit more regularly, but it just doesn't seem to be happening, or doesn't seem like it will happen. But conversely, Nuno has said that he will give everyone, if everyone is whoever's in the squad, be even in the under 23s, they'll get a chance. So we'll see what happens. Everyone's number has changed and now it's confused. Yeah, it completely threw me off when Dele had the number 10 shirt. I was like, oh, what? Wait, these rumours about him playing striker are true? He's now going to be the number 10? Does that mean Kane's taking the number 9 shirt off Bale? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, obviously it's just pre-season, so it's fine. But yeah, everyone calm down. Oof. Yeah, there's definitely some pre-season vibes about this game. Some Sunday League vibes. But Dele's looking really good. Dele's looking really like he's we all know he's been putting a lot of work in the close season, so it'd be good to see him get a good sort of run out and over pre-season. I'm so interested to see how he does for us this season. It is definitely make or break. I think not at all in any doubts that I'd want to sell Dele this season. I'd love to keep him. I want to see how he does this season, especially under Nuno. But we will see. We'll see what happens. If he has a terrible season, then we'll evaluate in the summer, next summer. But I'm a massive fan of Dele, so I really want him to have a good season. Carter Vickers there struggling to keep it in. Did he keep it in? Not sure. No, I think he went out for a throw. Carter Vickers looks stiff. Yeah, he does a little bit. He's still taking over Sanchez. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens with Davinson Sanchez this summer. I think that there's rumours, and I must state the rumours, which is again why I've not done a video on it. There's rumours that he could be included in a potential swap, like a cash plus player deal for Koundé at Sevilla. Be interesting to see if that actually comes into fruition. That is half time. 1-0 to Tottenham. Dane Scarlett with the goal. Spurs players look absolutely exhausted with the heat. Can't blame them. It's like 30, 40 degrees outside. But yeah, I think first half of the Nuno era, it is what it is. Like I said, it is just a pre-season game. There'll probably be a host of substitutions coming on for the second half, but I think it's been good. It's been interesting to see how these players respond. It's been interesting to see how they set up as well. Niall Johns had a good first half. Dele Alli's had a really good first half. Dane Scarlett obviously getting the goal. Been threatening as well, I think he's looked really good. And yeah, I think Lucas Moura as well has looked quite threatening at times. Joe Hart's not had too much to do. I don't know why I thought Joe Hart was going to be leaving this summer. I don't know why I thought that, but it doesn't look like it. But how can I just ask really quickly? I'll get to. Oh, I've only got one more comment anyway. So many new youngsters from the academy. Yeah, loads of. Honestly, Spurs Academy is really good. And it gives me faith going forward with this football club. Which trying to find faith is not great when you're a Spurs supporter, but it is what it is. I keep saying that, but it's good to have hopefully some future prospects. Harry Kane. For me, if you're in Dane Scarlett's situation, just look at Harry Kane. That's your motivation. That's your inspiration. It's as simple as that. You put in the hard work. Yeah, it might take a couple of loan spells. Who knows? But you put in the hard work and you'll get there. Yo, where can I get that jersey? It's one of my favourite Spurs kits. This one, eBay. Potentially, I got this one off eBay a while ago. Under Armour. Honestly, I'm not being affiliated with them at all, but I'm probably one of my favourite Spurs kit producers is Under Armour. I think they produced kits that I just fell in love with every single season. Home, alternate, and away. Every single season they produced a kit. I just had to get it. I thought their kit designs were so unique, and especially because Spurs were actually at one point the only guys Under Armour in the season, and then sort of they started. I think they got Villa, and now they've got Southampton. I think, but it was nice to have different, unique kits to everyone else. And now they're with Nike, and while Nike have done some nice kits, I will admit that I think the third kit the season Poch got sacked was really nice. The blue one. Nike are guilty of just basically giving us some kits that have just been had a Spurs badge put on it, and it's the same train. They had one of their away kits was Barcelona's training kit. It's just poor. Like I've seen some concepts of the potential away or third kit this season. It is very unique, is what I'll say. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. One of his favorites, but yeah, I really like this. I always think of like Christian Eriksen or yeah, like I said, Moussa Dembele, Toby Alderweireld in that peak Poch era at Spurs when things started kicking on. Obviously, this season that Leicester won the Premier League, the home kit was the one with the sash going down, and the Spurs. I have all the kits from this season. The other one was the purple. I think I had the purple. It was like a purple kit and it had like silvery sort of grey trim around the neck. Really retro style, but it was really nice. I would take Under Armour back in a heartbeat in terms of kit designer. Not enjoying these Nike template. No, I think some are nice, but like you said, template is the best word because I think it's like I said, we've seen so many Nike kits that have just been taken from another team and just put a Spurs badge on it, put the sponsors on it, and that's it. And it's like, really, guys, can we get a nice, unique kit for our club, maybe? Now, look, I don't dislike this season's kit. It's a nice home shirt. It is. Excuse me. So hot and dry, my throat just keeps cutting out. I do like this season's home shirt, but it is a bit boring. I like my home kits to have something about them, and whilst I think yes, you can't go wrong if it's just white for a team that plays in white. I just like it when the kits have something about them. That again, I'll go back to it. The Under Armour shirts when they had the navy blue trim that came in just here in Poch's first season. It was niche, but it was nice. And they had if you remember, it had I'm going to show you my like full on nerdiness here. It had the Bill Nick Gates pattern on the neck, which was really cool. The season that they lost to Leicester in the Premier League, they had that sash coming down, which was really nice. One of, if not my favourite shirt, is the one that they wore in the last season, the Lane, where they had the blue shoulders and the gold trim with the blue as well. Absolutely gorgeous kit that was. And even like I said, the away kits and the alternate kits were really nice as well under Armour. I keep saying that under Armour. And like I said, Nike have produced some nice kits, but they're just not on the same level as Under Armour, in my opinion. They feel a bit different as well. Feel a bit thicker, which isn't great to wear in hot weather. This feels fine right now. Honestly, it's like 31 degrees in my flat, and it's honestly, I don't feel that hot wearing this. So it's quite nice. Do I have Instagram or Facebook or Twitter? I have do you know what? I have thought about making for this channel, but I'm gonna wait until the channel picks up, or I hope it picks up. Um, I wanna just get YouTube going more, not regularly, but I wanna make the channel bigger before I start looking into social media platforms for the channel, like links and stuff that you can go, oh, if you want to check out my, if you like what go and check out my Instagram. I want to do it once the channel is bigger. So hopefully in time. But thank you for asking. Where can I watch the game? You can watch it on the Tottenham website. Spurs TV is doing the first 3 games of pre-season for free. Go and watch it. I didn't have to sign up for anything, so I don't see why anyone else would. But yeah, you can go and watch it for free there. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, we honestly, I'm so impressed with how the channel is going so far. And yeah, 72 subscribers in the grand scheme of YouTube is nothing. I know that. I'm a realist, but also I started off last season with like 4 or 5. So I got a lot of subscribers over the Super League stuff, and since the end of the season as well. I've gained about 40 odd subscribers between then and now, which was really cool. Partly because it was good to see that everyone unanimously agreed that the Super League was a terrible idea. But also, I think it made me feel good because I was like, no, it's not just a message against these evil powers to be. It's also people like my content and people like what they were watching enough to hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to plaster subscribe over every single bit of a screen possible and tell you to subscribe so I can give you a prize or anything. If you like my content and you want to, if you want to watch it, then just hit the subscribe button. But I'm not going to force you. If you don't want to hit the subscribe button, fine. I've done it. Like I have channels that I watch regularly I've not subscribed to as well. It's just the way things happen. But I'm not gonna get upset by it or anything. Just it means a lot to me if someone hits a subscribe button, because it means that they're watching it for my content. I'm not here doing anything unique. I'm a guy sitting in my lounge watching Spurs games, and do you know what? I'm not a journalist either, but every single game last season, I sat watching all the games and I had my notepad. I'm not going to do it during this preseason, but I sat watching the games. I had my notepad and I would write notes and notes and notes and fill up a whole page of stuff to talk about in my videos, because I thought from a journalistic perspective, if you're a journalist at a game, you're going to be writing down things just like that, and player performances, things that you've noticed, the way we set up, the way we concede goals, the way we score goals, substitutions, all these things. And I thought the best way I can do my content for my channel is by taking that approach. So like I said, sit down, watch the game, have my notepad, and just watch and write, and just keep going. And I've done that for every single game last season, bar the Everton game, I think, because I hadn't had my channel back then. But I got so annoyed by the Everton game that I decided to set up a YouTube channel and rant about it. And then I thought, do you know what? I'll go into football YouTube world and start making weekly videos, or because there were so many games last season, pretty much for 3 weekly videos, because they had weekend, midweek, whatever. Like I said, then all the Super League stuff kicked off, and then obviously Jose got sacked, and then we had the managerial search, which in itself felt like a movie, basically. But in regards to, like I said, I'm not going to do. I've seen so many cliche YouTube channels where they've got millions and millions and billions of subscribers, and they start off a video going like this. They go, "Oh, hi guys, hit the subscribe button, do this, hit the notification bell, hit this, and if you subscribe by 10 p.m., then you get this, and you'll see all these buttons going like this, like bang, 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 like that. No, I'm just a guy just sitting in front of a camera talking about Tottenham, most of the time ranting about Tottenham, but it's a simple setup, and I will try to continue doing it because it works for me, and apparently it works for other people. And I think sometimes having a bit more of a chill type video setup is quite welcome, and that's just the way I approach it. Like I said, if it is your cup of tea, then great. If it's not, it's fine. I'm not asking. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to absolutely plead with people to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, brilliant. But I appreciate any support. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it's been absolutely brilliant to see people subscribe to me. And like I said, I know that they're doing it because they like my content. But it's just a hobby for me. If would I love it to be a living one day? And God, that would take a lot of work and a long time. Absolutely, that would be incredible. But as of right now, it's a cool side hobby for me, and I love doing the videos. Obviously, I'd love to talk about Spurs winning more, but it is what it is, and that's how we go. Sorry, I've went on a absolute tangent and didn't realise that was comments going. Let's see what we got. $10K by December. I will try. I will try, absolutely. That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Look, I'm honestly, if I can get to 100, that'll be such a huge milestone. That would really be something brilliant. But why don't you join Instagram or Facebook so you can gain subscribers on YouTube? I'm not. I'm not really. Like I said, I'm not really sort of in it really for anything like that. Like I said, if if people want to subscribe, and so I'm. I keep saying I'm not, and then not realizing that I'm not actually saying anything else. What I'm trying to say is that it's not something that it's not like life or death for me at the minute or anything like that. If it was something that I was maybe like I said, trying to make a living out of whatever, then maybe I would be more sort of pushy about it, so to speak. I don't probably the wrong word to use, but it's just a little thing for me. Like I said, if people find me on YouTube and they like what they see and they subscribe, then great. But apart from that, I'm happy with how we are at the minute. Like I said, we've got to I think we're at 72 at the minute subscribers. So just from doing this, and like I said, if it just grows and it grows and it takes its time, then great. But I'm absolutely perfectly happy doing it this way. It's just how we roll. Scarlett's goal, yeah, I know it was really good, really really good. I think he is going to be something really special going forward. Dane Scarlett. I keep saying it, but I believe it. So yeah, we are back out for the second half. 1-0 to Spurs. Dane Scarlett on the score sheet. And it is Nuno Epirito Santo's first game in the dugout for Tottenham Hotspur. And I think it's going okay so far. Like I said, judgments aside, it's a pre-season game. Let's all be realistic. Yeah, the right back. I'm going to absolutely butcher the name here. Pascot. Yeah, told you I would. I told you I'd ruin it, and I did. 27 is Pascot, Pascotzi, who is what I believe he's the Estonia, he's a senior Estonia international, but he's making his first team appearance today. First team appearance today. But I've been hearing some really good things about him. So we'll see how he comes up and see how he does over pre-season. Dennis Sirkin, that's another one that I'd be interested to see. Who have we got on the bench today? We've got Alfie Whiteman, who is on actually. Alfie Whiteman came on. Harvey White's on the bench. Troy Parrott. I really hope good things happen for Troy Parrott. I really feel like he just needs that break. He needs that loan spell where he just absolutely hits the ground running. And I just don't think he's been having that so far. Jack Clark, Aoma, Fagan Walcott, Jamie Bowden. I like Jamie Bowden as well. I think he's going to be a. Oh, we're in. Yeah, nearly. Good move though. Really good move. Leyton Orient's defence been really good. To be fair to them, been really good today, and they cut quite a nice attacking move out there by Spurs. Alfie Devine as well on the bench. Be interested to see if he gets some minutes. PSG, yeah. Apparently, I can't talk. PSG got 9 goalkeepers. Have they? I have no idea. I know they signed. I'm absolutely terrible, mate. Donnarumma. Basically, the guy who broke about millions of England hearts last Sunday. Donnarumma, I think it is, isn't it? Cracking goalkeeper. He looks way older than he actually is. It's like 22, and he looks about 30, like 35. So he's huge as well. Absolute monster. Where are we? Yeah, Divine as well. Yeah, he's really, really good. Spurs handle it all in the right way. They will have some stars coming through over the next 4 or 5 years. I'd like to hope. I'd like to think, and I hope that Dane Scarlett in particular, I think will have more appearances as some are not necessarily starting Premier League games. He's not really going to be doing much of that while Harry Kane's in the team, obviously. But I think if he has a bit more development this season, a few more Premier League appearances, especially cup games, especially in the Europa. Oh God, the Europa Conference League. I can't believe that's a sentence I've said. He has to be starting those games realistically. You can't have Harry Kane starting Europa Conference League games and cup games, domestic cup games, and Premier League games as well. So you'd like to think he'd get some minutes doing that as well. I really think for Scarlett, if not the season after this one, the season after that, you'll really start seeing more regular first team appearances, which would be really good because I think he's only going to keep getting better at the time. Oh, bit of handbags in a pre-season game. But it's all going away now. Scarlett is consistent. Yeah, Been impressed. Like literally every single game, I've been impressed with. I remember he nearly got a goal on his first Europa League appearance, didn't he? Came really close to it. A bit of a shame, but yeah, he's been cracking. Joe Hart obviously had a massively busy day today, so you need to rest him, obviously. Oh, Harry Winks has been a bit quiet. I always feel like I'm trying to throw him under a bus or not. I do like Harry Winks. I just don't think I can't see any reason really why to keep him now. Um, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed a couple of comments there. Pickford played amazing. Yeah, it's so weird with Jordan Pickford, isn't it? That he like we got England Pickford, which is good. You want England Pickford when England playing. I'm just saying, if Everton Pickford had shown up, um, you know what I mean. We wouldn't have had a long period in the tournament. I don't think. Luckily, England Pickford showed up and he was an absolute monster, which was really good. But yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? How he performs for Everton and then for England, it's so contrasted. Like for me, how what I think had been a poor season for Pickford, the Premier League season just been. Um, I I would have actually started either Nick Pope or Dean Henderson over him. Which I know is saying quite a lot. I know Nick Pope was injured as well, but I just thought Pickford had not had a great season with Everton. Now, in hindsight, how wrong I would have been with that decision, because you know, I mean, I know we lost and everything, but that save for Jorginho's penalty, the guy doesn't miss penalties, and to tip that onto the post was incredible. Just a shame, obviously, with what happened, but these things happen. Penalty shootout, it is what it is. Flip of a coin, anyone can miss, anyone can score. Unfortunately, England were just on the wrong side of it, but their time will come again. Absolutely. Leyton Orient sort of looking a bit more pressing now, attacking a little bit more. Sorry, I'm drinking so much water. I drink like loads of water anyway. But like I said, because the flat is like 30, or we're nearly at 32 degrees. Actually, that's pretty cool. Not. I, got to keep your fluids up. Why do I support Tottenham? I ask myself that most seasons. I generally get wake up in the mirror and go, why the hell do you support this club? No, joke. Why do I support Tottenham? Good question. No, I've not. Family wise, I've had no history of it at all, or anything like that. I have been supporting Tottenham for a very long time. Longer, I've supported Tottenham long enough to make me feel old, even though I'm not old. It makes me feel old when I say it. Trying to remember what year, because it was a school. It was a school decision. Oh God, what year was this? 2000 and no, was it? Was it about 2000? Oh God, really making me roll back my years now. I was. Oof. I cannot remember. Maybe I want to say it was about uh was it 99 or 2000? It was either 99 or 2000. If not, it was 2001. But I've been supporting them for about 20 plus years now. Um, can you tell? Can you tell with all the wrinkles and the grey hairs that are coming through? No. But yeah, I think why did I start there? Why did I start supporting them? Because everyone in my I remember starting to support them because my teacher supported them when I was in like I think it was like junior school or infant school or whatever it was. And my teacher supported him and made a point out of it, and not a massive point, but he really was like quite a passionate Spurs supporter. And everyone in my class supported either Liverpool, Man U, or Arsenal. Those three in particular. Anytime you asked anybody about any football team when I was in school, it was Man U, Liverpool, or Arsenal. Majority Man U because Man U were like in their untouchable phase with Sir Alex and everything. So that's the and I just said to myself when I've not really got any, I liked football, but I never had any like massive interest to the point that I was like supporting anybody in particular. And I just made a decision back then to start supporting Tottenham. And 20 odd years later, Spurs, nearly through. 20 odd years later, here we are talking / ranting about them on YouTube and had a lot of years of disappointment. So I'm glad I made a really good decision. But it's all good. Honestly, I know the general thing about Spurs with the trophyless stint they're in, and obviously that needs to be fixed. But they have provided some massive ups and some massive downs over the course of supporting them. I remember days under Harry Redknapp. I remember days under Juan de Ramos, Martin Yol, another one, Lasagna Gate, everything to do with that. When we signed Edgar Davids, does anyone remember Edgar Davids? How absolutely out of the blue that signing came out of. Wow. I remember reading that in the Sun newspaper. I remember my nan had bought the newspaper and I read on the back that Spurs had signed Edgar Davids, and I went, the guy who wears sunglasses in the game. I was like, whoa, he's a massive deal. Like, how did we do that? But yeah, and then like I said, even the Poch stuff, like I know everyone will go on, oh, we didn't win a trophy, but some of the ups and downs that we had in that bit, the highs and the lows of that Champions League run, that night in Amsterdam, the night in Manchester City, just some really like, even though you haven't got a piece of silverware to replicate those feelings, like I will never forget those moments at all. I actually said that if I was going to wear a rival shirt if they'd actually won the Champions League as a bet, and unfortunately, obviously they didn't. But in a way, they saved me from doing that as well. So, you think Scarlett can score a hat trick? I always think Scarlett can score a hat trick. He's a great striker. Hopefully, it'd be great if he could. Do him a world of good with confidence. Wait, I got two followers. Yeah, numbers. Look, the numbers aren't going to that high. I've never expected them. So they've been sort of fluctuating. We got to like 10 earlier, and now it's sort of been going between 5 and 2. So, but it's cool. Hey, if I'm live streaming to even one person and they're enjoying it, then I'm doing my job. That's all I'm here to do. I said I'd try this out today, and if you're enjoying it, then great. Then that's all. That's good. Oh, good save from Alfie Whiteman there. Free kick on the edge of the Spurs area. Went around the wall on the keeper's side. Alfie Whiteman then sort of came in a bit and then had to go back to the side that he was on. Made a good save though. Sort of took one step to his to what would have been his left then had to go right again. So it's a really good save, actually. Loving the hair as well. Let's hope after those disappointing histories we'll win this season. It would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Cleared out from the resulting free kick from Spurs because they conceded again right near the corner flag. Quick question for anyone who's in the chat, all four of you. Is everything okay quality wise? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Is connection okay? Nobody cannot not subscribe watching your stream. Like I said, if people want us, we'll see what happens. But yeah, is everything okay quality wise and everything? Just putting that out there. If there's any issues, please let me know and I will try my best to change it. But yeah, it's been okay so far. Like I said, it's not been the most entertaining match, but it's been a positive. Definitely more positives than negatives, and that's nice to say after last season. Yes, very good quality, but then it's kind of glitched. I know. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't got the best internet in the world. This channel is very much make do with what you've got. Pretty much, as you can see, I've not got a massive green screen studio, whatever. I would love to one day in the future, whenever we move out somewhere or whatever, it'd be nice to have a room dedicated to having like a green, because I have a green screen, and I would love to do like put more in, but where we live at the minute, it's just not. It doesn't cater towards, setting up any massive studios or anything, but yeah. Apologies if there are any issues. And it looks like Spurs are going to be making a host of changes because I've just seen about nine players getting ready to come on. So we'll see who comes on. So yeah, loads of players going off. This is where also because they've, as we said earlier, they've not got the same numbers as they usually do as well. Makes it a bit more difficult. So Jamie Bowden is coming on. Malachi Fagan Walcott is coming on. Aoma's coming on. Jack Clark, Troy Parrott, Harvey White, Brooklyn Lions Fost. Someone messed up this. It just said 23 player name. Who's 23? And is his name actually player name? So if it is, that's going to be really confusing going forward. But yeah, pretty much a whole new starting lineup now for Spurs. Well, not starting lineup, but a whole new 11 on the pitch now. So we will see what that brings. How is everyone doing today? We're all having a good day. It's so hot that I feel like my water's going to start boiling soon, which is not good. Let's just type into the chat because I can. Just why not? Spurs passing it around nicely though. I'm expecting things to just drop with the hotter the heat gets, the hotter the day gets, because I cannot imagine how unbearable it must be to play in heat like this at the minute. No wonder they're taking the drinks breaks, but it's actually 11:23 here. I'm gonna go to bed after the match. 11:23. Where's that? Is that Australia? Or is that Australia, New Zealand, some other part of the world? 11:23. Sad thing is, it's probably going to be still this hot at 11:23 here later. Asia. Okay. That's pretty cool that I'm reaching out to there. That's pretty cool. I can't, if it's this hot in the UK, I can't imagine how hot it is over there. It's apparently they had put out a heat warning. This what time is it here? It's coming up to 4:30. It was a 3 o'clock kickoff for this game. Oh, Leyton Orient going close. Spurs cleared danger. Managed to get it out. Which is pretty good. Yeah, it's coming up to 4:30 here. It was a 3 o'clock kickoff this game. Might make it a bit difficult in the next stream then, because I think the next two games for Spurs, the ones that are still free on Spurs TV, they are evening games. So I think they're like 7:30, 7:45 kickoffs in the evening in UK time. So might be an all-nighter for you potentially. But Spurs still, I'd say, in control of the game so far. It's been like I said, considering it's not the whole squad, there's still players, even the French players, Sissoko, Lloris, still yet to come back from international duty. They will be the first ones to come back, but they are still yet to return. So obviously Harry Kane will be coming back last because played in the final. So I'm running out of water. Not good. What are you going to do after the match today? Melt, potentially, or boil, or fry, or whatever, because it's only going to get hotter. What am I going to do after the match? Probably just chill. Yeah, I've had a nice week off, so it's probably just have a nice, relaxing rest of the weekend, chill, have some downtime. And yeah, just take it easy. I'm going to make a video. You know, have to keep up with channel. You know, have to keep up with things like that. Do a post match reaction, but it won't be anything massive. It'll be like a 5-6 minute video probably. So like I said, there's nothing much to report on pre-season games. This is what makes me laugh when people get really hysterical about, oh no, we lost to this lower league team in pre-season. It's like, no, it doesn't. Sack the manager. Like, oh, what are we going to do? What's the season going to be like? No, just chill. It's pre-season. It's there. It's what it says on the tin. I have seen Spurs win every single game of pre-season and do crap in the summer and do crap in the season. And I've seen them lose every pre-season game and they've had a really good season. So pre-season absolutely means nothing. And while I will do a post-match reaction for it, it's not going to be anything massive. But check it out. It will be up. This game has got 20 minutes left. So that'll take us to about 4:45-ish here, UK time. So I'd like to think the video will be up by 5:30, 6 o'clock, because I've got a slow laptop that doesn't want to help or work fast at all. It's a slow laptop and it just makes me want to throw it out the window at times, but it's fine. But yeah, Spurs doing okay. It's like I said, it's nothing mind-blowingly amazing, but they're getting the job done. I am streaming with my laptop, yes, because again, I'm making do with what I've got. I'm not one of these hardcore streamers who has a separate camera and a green screen and studio or anything. I just I don't record with my laptop. I have a different camera for my videos, my actual videos. But and Leyton Orient have equalised 1-1. Oh wow, where did that come from? It was a good move by Leyton Orient as well. Thought Alfie Whiteman maybe could have done better on that one. I don't know. It was a good finish. Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh there. See the replay here. So it was given away. Didn't see who gave it away. Was it? It's a good finish. And tucked away. That's a good striker's finish, that is. And Leyton Orient find themselves level on terms with Tottenham Hotspur. But I think Leyton Orient have had better second half, for sure. Spurs will be frustrated with that because it came from their own doing. It was gifted the possession away. Why didn't Nuno use players like Son, Kane, Alderweireld? If they were in the match, it would be endgame. Yeah, but like I said, a lot of players aren't back. Yeah, like I said, even France got knocked out quarterfinals, wasn't it? Of the Euros, and their players are still out. I know Toby Alderweireld is still away as well, enjoying a lot of downtime with his family, which is quite nice to see. But yeah, a lot of players aren't yet back. It's only the players. It's only the players that didn't go that we've really got. So Lucas didn't go. He didn't go out for the Copa. The Copa America. He didn't go out to that. Steven Bergwijn wasn't involved. Tanguy Ndombele not involved. Still don't understand that how Sissoko got on the on the plane for the Euros and Ndombele didn't. But okay. So yeah, Ndombele's there. Delhi, Eric Dyer, both of those didn't go either. So while there are first teamers that are, still involved. Oh, Spurs going close. Oh, it's it's all going pinball in the box. Oh, it's going close there, but good save. Quite an easy one there for the keeper. I think that was Jamie Bowden trying to get the top corner there. But bit of pinball in the area then. That could have gone anywhere, but yeah, a lot of first team players were still waiting to come back. So like my channel, they're going to have to make do with what they've got. It's kind of weird watching football this way as well. I'm so used to like having the volume and listening to the commentary and things of this nature, and obviously because YouTube is YouTube and it's the way it is, you've got to be careful with your content and copyrights and things like that. And it's one thing that I like about my channel is it's pretty safe when it comes to all that. I don't feel like really have to really worry about anything, because like I said, it's just a guy in front of the camera and that's it. It's just no copyright problems, nothing. So it makes my life easier, so that's good. Yeah, Leyton Orient set up really well today. I've been quite impressed with them. So I'm not, even if Spurs lose this or whatever, it's not, excuse me, there's going to be people that are the doom mongers that are going to be like, oh, this is going to be the worst result possible, Nuno out, but it's a pre-season game, guys, come on. Jack Clark somehow conceding a foul that didn't look like it was a foul. It just looked like it was just body contact in football. It was literally just brushed his back and got a free kick somehow. What do you feel about Tottenham this season in the Premier League? It's an odd one, isn't it? It's a really hard question. How would you define success for Tottenham this season? I think I say every season, domestically, a trophy. I'd love to see him win an FA Cup or even a League Cup. Um, I think anyone would take that with the drought that the club is under. But Spurs have such a good history with the FA Cup as well. In the Premier League, I've got faith in Nuno. I like Nuno. I don't think he's anyone's number one appointment with the names that were thrown about. But I think if he can get on playing some nice, attractive football, which is in itself a nice objective to have because it was denied a lot last season. If he can get a bit of consistency, Spurs, so many years, even under Poch, struggle with consistency. It's been such an underrated problem for Spurs. Like even going back to when I was a kid, they always struggled with consistency. Never, look at Man City last season. They had like every game you just knew that they were gonna get a win from. Yeah, the odd blip might happen. I remember when they lost the Leeds, but then they just win. Win, draw, win. Things like that, and they had the consistency. And obviously, look what happened. Liverpool got hit with the inconsistency this season. Really, their home form at that period where they were just getting beaten every single time at home really screwed them up. And like I said, Spurs have had so much inconsistency for so long. It's their biggest problem, and the problem is it's their own making. It's their own worst enemy sort of situation. So, yeah, if they can just get a bit of, I think, play some attractive football, because you'll get the fans on side immediately with that. Get a bit of consistency going. You would like to think, very rarely showing my optimistic side here, you'd like to think that they'd be aiming for like a 4th, 5th type role. Do I think that will happen? No. I think there's teams that will strengthen a lot better than Spurs. I think Spurs will strengthen, but I just worry about transfer history with Spurs and often transfer disappointment, shall I say, in terms of wanting to strengthen. Poch spoke about rebuilding. The season that he was on about the rebuild after the Champions League final, I think he wanted to get rid of Dyer. I think he wanted to get rid of Alderweireld because he knew that these guys needed replacing. He knew that he needed new centre backs. He knew that he needed young talent as well to work with. And we saw what happened. They didn't do that, and they got done by it. And again, it's the powers to be above Poch and whatnot, but these things happen, and Spurs, as we said earlier, can't get left behind. They need to strengthen. Luckily, Fabio Paratici's coming in. Looks like he's really putting a lot of work in terms of trying to strengthen the squad in the right areas. I know the defence is the priority for Spurs this transfer window. Their first main priority is strengthening the defence. It was the biggest weakness last season. Anyone will tell you that. And luckily, it looks like they're taking the steps to do that. I just think there's going to be teams around Spurs. You look at the 4 that finished in Champions League spot. Was it Leyton Orient going close again there? Worrying signs for Spurs, but again, I'm stressed. It's pre-season. Look at the top 4 last season. Man City, Man U, Liverpool, Chelsea. I can't see Spurs getting anywhere near them, really. Does it mean it's impossible? No. They, Leicester proved this, with some consistency and just general good spirit and good feeling and belief that you can achieve anything. You look on paper and finances, I think Spurs are going to struggle to keep up with those four in particular. I think Liverpool are going to spend, Chelsea definitely going to be spending a lot of money. Man City going to be spending a lot of money. Man U also going to be spending a lot of money. I think it's going to just be too much to keep up with them. If they do, props to them. I just can't see them breaking that top four. There'll be people there trying. There'll be Leicester's, there'll be West Ham's, there'll be, if Everton maybe can get some good form. I think Rafa Benitez is a good manager. I just don't know if that's a good fit there for numerous reasons. But, these teams will want to be knocking the door. I just don't know if these teams, Spurs included in that, Arsenal as well, will be able to. I just think those guys are going to strengthen too much. But yeah, optimistic. I would like to think Spurs will get a fourth fish. They'll get a fourth fish. A fourth finish or a fifth finish. Oh, why I just said fish. But yeah, hopefully the optimistic side says yes. My realistic side says probably not. I can see Spurs getting about a fifth, sixth, maybe. But again, if Spurs could get a trophy, and that's a big ask, you can get a trophy. If they could bring, I'd take a fifth, sixth place finish with an FA Cup or something. I think that would be a good season for Spurs, especially after how they have been the last couple of seasons. "83 minutes on the clock, 1-1. Oh, good moves. I think that was Jack Clark. Oof, trying to cut in. Nah, that was good move. I do like Jack Clark. I think another one who's got a bright future at Spurs. I think it was that Alfie Devine who I just feel like he should have pulled the trigger a bit sooner there. I thought he was through, but he sort of came back a bit and then sort of just held off a little bit, but a bit timid. But Spurs get the corner. Trying to whip it in, but Leyton Orient are really defending well, getting straight on Spurs, not giving them any chance to get across him. And Spurs been pushed back to their own half again, but Leyton Orient got every man camped in their own half at the minute, so Spurs can try and get the job done here. But Leyton Orient standing resolute as well, defending very well, and they win the free kick. So good on them. You like Spider-Man? Yes, I'm a massive geek. So any Marvel, DC, whatever, I'm a massive fan of. So yeah, huge geek. Oh yeah, it's a shirt bought that. So fair enough. From football to yeah, well, yeah. I've always said I'm a bit of a weird football fan because like you wouldn't find most football fans that are into like all the geeky stuff, but even like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Huge fans of that. Huge fan of that, shall I say? Yeah, Star Wars, another one. Oof, Leyton Orient going close again. Good defending though from Spurs. Yeah, DC as well. Massive fan. Gamer as well. I haven't played Overwatch for a while. I used to play that all the time. Yeah, that's what it is. You probably realise I keep saying it is what it is a lot because I just feel like I'm sort of like when I'm trying to do videos and stuff, it's kind of like take it at face value sort of thing. Just yeah. I think this game is going to end a draw. Can't see it really any team letting up now. Can it end a draw? I don't know if there's a trophy at stake here. I'm not sure. Because it's for the Justin Edinburgh Foundation. It's obviously a very good cause, and Leyton Orient Spurs obviously have a lot of links as well, which is it's really good to see that. But yeah, I sort of do wonder if this will go to a penalty shootout or not. I'm not sure. I saw a trophy, but I can't remember if that was in regards to this match or not. Spurs just passing around nicely, not probing too much. Just trying to find a way. Leyton Orient really, chasing down their man. It's really, it's not giving us much options going forward at the minute. I think Spurs have definitely been poorer in the second half, but obviously you're going to say that because we had the stronger 11 out in the first half. But I think there are positives to take from today as well. I think Dele had quite a good game. Obviously, one half pretty much that he had. Lucas Moura looked pretty lively as well, which was good to see. Yeah, I feel like Spurs will score an injury time. It'd be good if they did. Not going to be jumping off the sofa with it, but it'd be good if they did. Streaming for an hour and a half doesn't feel like it. Spurs win the free kick. They try and take it early. I think that was on Harvey White. Had a good little loan spell at Portsmouth. He did. The second, I think it was January transfer window he went out. And Leyton Orient won the free kick, and that's that one done. Oh, Leyton Orient, good defending there. We got a corner. Leyton Orient trying to get through. Spurs managed to just cut it out. Not sure if I will do a reaction video. I don't really feel like there's been too much to really talk about. Not sure. I don't know how much more my voice can take, to be honest. It's struggling. Who's the captain for Spurs? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who got the armband today. And probably has been thrown around a couple of times with the amount of subs that's been made as well. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Jack Clark taking a quick free kick there. Leyton Orient piling bodies back into the box. And they've managed to just keep Spurs out there. I thought that was a good opportunity to maybe cut in then, but it's done. And that's it. Is that full time? That is it. So full time, 1-1. Not like I said, not the most amazing match from a Tottenham perspective, but again, as I've said multiple times on the stream, it is what it is. It is a pre-season game. It's the first one, and like I said, half the players that we have in the team don't, they don't. They're not even playing. They're not even back off international duty yet. So yeah, I knew there was a trophy. Do we share it now? So is it going to be one arm Tottenham player, one arm Leyton Orient player? Yeah, I hope Spurs will perform better. I think, like I said, they're always not good watches traditionally pre-season matches. I think there's a lot to sort of go off for Nuno, but yeah, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be one of these fans that there's going to be fans out there that are going to be losing their minds over this, but I thought they did really well anyway. The kids that came on as well did really good. Um, we have to highlight Dane Scarlett as well, putting a really good shift. Got his goal, took it really well, which was really nice to see. Bit of confidence for him going into the new season. Yeah, Nuno will feel a bit disappointed, but look, it's a pre-season game, and it's all about fitness levels. It's all about monitoring players and fitness levels and everything like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. But that is it. They're just doing a speech. Justin Edinburgh's son's just doing a speech now. So it's nice to see everyone, band together for that, because it's obviously a really good cause. It's close to both clubs' hearts as well, so that's really nice to see. Yeah, and like I said, Leyton Orient literally drew or beat West Ham the other day as well. So, if you want to look at it that way, then do. But like I said, I'm honestly not that fussed about it. I don't think I'm going to do a post-match reaction for this, because it was a bit of a non-real game. It's not really too much to focus on. I might change my mind, but I think I'll end it there. If you guys want to see any more streams like this, like let me know, because I'll do it for the next post match. Get my words out. The next pre-season match. But if not, no hard feelings. I understand. I personally think sometimes it can be quite boring, so I would fully understand if people think that. But yeah, it will be. If you do want to see any more, just let me know. Either comment on this stream after you've seen it. It will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can rewatch it. I don't really know why you would want to, but you can if you want. And obviously, I've got my videos as well, so just comment on one of them. But yeah, we will be cracking on with videos soon. Like I said, we've got pre-season matches starting to roll out now. Hopefully, some transfers will start actually making more like fruition in the news. Like we'll actually start seeing some more concrete news on transfers instead of just names being thrown here and about and everywhere. So we will go from there. But yeah, like I said, we'll be hopefully doing a bit more content over the next couple of weeks, and obviously in 4 weeks, 4 weeks, the season actually starts against Manchester City. So big game, big starting game. And it looks like both players will share this trophy, so it'd be really good to sort of. It's such a good sight to see all this. It's really good. Restores your faith in football after it was so. After it was, heart was ripped out back when the Super League was going. So yeah, I will thank you guys for watching the stream. Stream. Whoever joined in, whoever watched. I know we had quite a lot of viewers at the start, and now we're sort of back down to like 2, 3 sort of thing. But it's all good. Like I said, I absolutely appreciate anybody who watched this stream. If you subscribe during the stream, thank you very much. Chris Gaming TV, thank you very much. You've been here like the whole stream, so thank you very much. I really appreciate that, and love my channel. Thank you very much for that as well. It really means a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna head off probably. sort my throat out because I'm absolutely struggling right now because of how hot it is. And like I said, I've been talking for the last hour and a half as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. It will maybe be a stream. If not, it maybe be just a separate video. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. Start with everything Tottenham. And yeah, full-time result, Leyton Orient 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, pre-season game. That's all I can say. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Be nice to do that again. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.